Yeah. That was weird.
Dropped him down. What's
Yep.
in there?
Pudge. So,
Do you want to do the...
let's do the thing. Good morrow, people of the Internetiverse, and welcome to this video. I am your bodacious host, Dan, as always.
I should have a little intro, shouldn't I?
You should, considering it's been 7 years. You should really have an intro by now.
I'm Paul, the shitter.
I mean, I'd argue with that, but that's 100% accurate. You know, that's very on brand.
Thank you.
So, what do we have for the delightful
For our
audience
vlog today? Well, I wanted to discuss Civil War.
As in, like, the American one?
Not the American one.
Or, I'm pretty sure there's been, like, a European one.
None of those.
Russian one.
None of the actual wars.
Oh, the Marvel one?
Not the Marvel one. The DerfDorf Collective Civil War.
Oh. So, DDC Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
We came up with the idea leading up to Marvel's Civil War.
It was,
we can cash in on this.
Well, I pitched it to you, I seem to remember.
Yeah, you pitched me the idea of Civil War, and we came up with the idea of it being, you know, like a multiple parts like series rather than just like one big long episode. And the whole concept was anyone who's ever been on the channel, we were going to split it down the middle in bizarre, intricate ways, as we are wont to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be me versus you, and then the other members versus each other. Some of them for, you know,
some of
good
them for very
reasons,
arbitrary reasons.
and other ones for just whatever.
Yeah, it was basically, so I came to it, the way we wrote it was, I remember because I looked at it the other week, I wrote the first two with input from you.
Yeah.
Then you wrote, it was 6 parts, I think.
Yeah.
I wrote the first two. Then you wrote 3, 4 and 5. And then I wrote the 6th part.
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, so it's going to basically, the motivation for our split was going to be that I was tired of editing your videos and you had loads of ludicrous requests.
Yeah. And because we'd been building for however long at that point of me going, get back to editing shit,
yeah,
Nick.
It was kind of like a...
We'd built up as me being this massive asshole to you, and you were finally going to snap. But then, because it's you that wrote the opening ones, you made yourself the villain, even though I had done so many episodes building myself as the villain.
That's true, actually. That was maybe a problem with it. Was that I had... Because I think that we do write each other as the good guy. So anytime there's a video where I'm the bad guy, I've probably written it.
Yeah, and
if there's a video where Dan's
I'm the bad
ludicrously bad,
or I'm a fucking an idiot.
Yeah,
more often than
it's a Dan one.
Yeah, that's.
But I tend to write you as quite like a sort of lovable buffoon.
Yeah, and I write myself as the world's dumbest arse.
Yeah,
who's out to ruin your life.
Yeah, but I had this kind of evil genius kind of. It was because it was back when I lived in Manchester. We wrote it.
Yeah.
The first scene was going to take place in my flat.
So, if I remember correctly, on my side, I had Luke, Jess, and Ollie.
Correct.
And you had Jack, Sally, and Homer.
Correct.
And so, on each side, we had the person that didn't want to be there. So I had Ollie on my team, and he's like, can I just no, sit in the fucking chair. And we just, you know, Ollie was the bullied one that we were forcing
Your
to
team
stay.
had better stuff to do, I think.
And then Homer was there because you'd possessed him with a crystal.
I'd possessed him with a crystal.
Jess was on my team because she was like the motherly matriarch of us, and being like, no, I can't...
She was the straight man character.
Yeah, and be like,
definitely.
I can't trust you guys alone. What are you talking about? Oh God, Luke, put down that knife.
I wrote some. I think I wrote some nice scenes with you and Jess as your accountant. Do you remember?
Yes. When you're just trying to sort out my, you know, ridiculous life.
I liked that. I liked doing that stuff.
And then Jack was. He was a prima donna who wanted to be...
He had the worst reason.
I loved his motivation because he wanted to be, like a transvestite alien that would come down to Earth.
He wanted more complex roles, essentially.
Rather than
which doesn't quite fit. I'm pretty sure that I possessed him as well.
Yeah.
So my team had less to do. Sally left because
her and Luke had an argument because we changed the concept being that, like, Sally turns around to Luke and goes, "Come on, Luke, we're going home. And when we get back, guess what? You're sucking," or something like that.
That was
just
the line,
really inappropriate.
Really
and him being like, Sally, I don't appreciate being spoken to
Sally
in that
was-
manner in
she
front of my
was
friends. It's like, oh, this shit again. You and your fucking
It's
friends.
totally your decision to make her just a massive nymphomaniac.
Yeah, exactly. It's a massive nymphomaniac that hates me because I'm monopolising Luke's time and
Yeah.
she can't get laid.
You join my
I'm
team.
really sorry, Sally, for, destroying your character as much as
I'm
I
sure
did.
that we cut some stuff in the script stages
Yeah.
of her trying to sleep with me as well.
I think it was more a case of she kept interrupting whatever you were saying to complain about Luke was the things that we cut. Was the whole thing that they were having like a domestic and you were like, right, so we need to kill Dad. Yeah, Luke, because he's look, just shut up.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my plan. And, yeah, but shut the fuck up. I think that's what we cut.
We did. I think your team was more cognizant. Really. They were more aware because two of my team were hypnotised. They just grunted. So Jack and Homer would have had shit all to do. Homer had more to do because there was stuff before.
Yeah.
Like the flashback scene that I wrote. I wrote a flashback scene to when we were filming Adventureless.
Yeah.
That I really liked. I thought that was a nice way of starting one episode. So we would have had that to do, but Homer had fuck all to do. Just being hypnotised and being a prima donna for the whole thing. And maybe that would have been fun.
That could have been, yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't quite fit now because our relationship isn't quite like that anymore.
Yeah, it's very much back and forth. One episode will be me being the asshole, one episode will be you. And the whole reason it didn't work was mostly because getting everybody together to do filming is impossible. It was way too. Even back then, people
ambitious.
had jobs. I think Luke and Sally either had their first kid or were expecting.
I think that was part of what stopped it.
Yeah.
There was also, I remember we were going to do it again a few years later, but I rewrote it. Or I didn't actually. I don't think we even got to rewrite it.
We were
there was
talking
talk
about
of it changing some of the people involved. So M was going to be involved.
M was going to be involved. We were going to have.
So she'd have because Jess doesn't do the
Jess
videos
doesn't
anymore.
want to.
So she was going to have the Jess role.
Yeah, she was going to be Jess. We were going to write out Luke and Sally.
Yeah.
Because they were busy. I wasn't sure whether Ollie could be around because I think he was in the army, so I think he may have left and we were going to pick up somebody else.
It was somebody. I liked Ollie's role in it was he was the butt monkey, I guess.
Yeah.
So he was his story arc was sort of...
He just kept wanting to leave and we kept just being like, nah! And dragging him back. And
No, Ollie was... I remember, I think Ollie was... His role in it was he was really nice, but everyone hated him.
Yeah.
For he was a bit
wet.
But his story arc was, standing up for himself, so by the end...
He finally stands up for himself, storms out, and that was the point where
he punches Homer in the face, I think.
He stood up for himself, stormed out, and walked straight into you guys, and was like, oh, bollocks! And ends up being involved with us anyway. Even though he finally got away from us. And so then he gets into a fight with Homer, and Homer, still being possessed, just isn't doing anything.
Yeah.
And Charlie's like... Stop fucking ignoring me! Punches him, the crystal comes off, Homer finally gets...
that was it, that's how
Homer's freed.
Unpossessed.
I don't know whether we did the Futurama thing of be like, oh, sorry, picking the crystal up and put it back on.
No, we should have done.
Or whether we didn't.
We should have done.
The fucking brain slug.
Brainworm. Yeah. So it was going to end. It was going to build up over the parts, and the ending was we all met in a field.
Yeah.
And had a fight with cardboard tubes.
Yeah.
Because we had.
I've still got one here. Yeah.
Because the cardboard tubes we had in a few videos.
Yes.
What did they feature in?
They were in. They were in Sketch Day. Yeah. They were at the time when I was writing that feature-length film.
Yes.
That we'll talk about another time. They were going to be involved with that because there was a full joke around those.
Yeah.
They were in Life Imitating Art and a few other
Yeah. And when we wrote it, I thought that was going to be a big thing. That was going to be one of the things that we did. Oh, the DerfDorf Collective, they do things with cardboard tubes.
Yeah.
Haven't done it since.
Yeah. Well, at the time, I was still working, I think it was at the pet store, and the amount of times that we'd get cardboard tubes left over from various things, and I'm like, I'll just take them home. And I'd got a huge collection of them, and I'm like, we could do things with this.
Yeah. But
and the end was going to be us all fighting and then Heidi showing up, who'd been in one video way back when. She'd been in, I think, that film for Sian.
Yes.
And that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
That's the only thing she'd ever been in. And she was going to show up and be like, will you stop fighting and give us a speech of why we should be friends?
Yeah.
And this big old cliche
But the
friendship
thing is,
speech.
it wasn't quite that. It was like, why are you fighting? It's utterly pointless. Nobody's watching this.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
You
Just
get,
do whatever you want. You're taking it too seriously. Fuck's sake. And then she went
People
off.
are watching, pulls up the phone, shows that we've got 10 views. Like,
Yep.
oh, okay, yeah, that's fair.
God. And then the very ending. So we got together, we were all friends,
Yeah.
and we were filming this video all together. It's going to be all happy. But then the other ending, there was this thing that we set up before where you got a letter in the post, do you remember?
Yeah.
And that was never resolved in the actual film. And so there was going to be like a little tag at the end of your evil twin with like an eye patch who had sent this letter. And it was meant to be like a sequel set up.
Yeah.
So we had a sequel set up for a sequel that never happened.
Yeah.
In a film that never happened. So it's unlikely to happen now. I mean, for one, we're well past it being relevant.
Yeah, it's too far gone.
But and also just because the people who are involved wouldn't be able to do it.
I don't think we've got
But I think we should still at some point do a big project. I think it'd be nice to do a big kind of epic video.
The issue being
a bigger scale.
Getting like we'd have to do a big project with just the two of us, or we'd have to properly invest.
Yeah. Well, I think if we did Civil War now, it would be us two together against the rest of the DerfDorf Collective. Yeah.
Against
that's
Jack and Co. Because where the fuck were you?
So it'd be us two trying to kind of fight those guys off.
They'd be like, well, we're taking over the channel. Like, why would you take over? You don't do anything. You're not here. You've been in one video 6 months ago. You don't own the channel. Being me just exploring all the bits.
I remember one of the changes. I was going to change Heidi's part at the end to being Squeakmouth.
Yes.
That was going to be another one of the changes.
It was going to be Squeakmouth telling us to get the fuck off his channel.
What the fuck are you fighting?
What are you bloody doing? It's my channel, my world. You guys are just bloody peasants wasting my time. Now piss off and go back to editing my videos.
And somehow that speech would have worked.
Yeah, I'm really just like, right, sorry, Mr. Squeakmouth.
Sorry, Mr. Squeakmouth. We're friends again now.
Yeah.
So that was that, yeah. Maybe I'll put the script up and people can read it if they want.
Yeah.
I'll stick it on.
All two of
stick
you
it on. So if you want to have a look at that, then yeah.
Yeah. That was DDC Civil War.
Yeah. Next week, the abandoned Tom and John videos that we never did.
Oh, yeah, we'll do them. And then the one after that, we could do the huge feature-length film of Interroos that I never did.
Yeah.
Because
that could be, yeah. We've got so many things.
Yeah, we've got so many things we didn't do. Because,
so many things we never did, but started.
What a waste.
What a waste. Do you want to do the end thing? I should have one of those as well.
Yeah, you probably should. So
okay, you do yours.
see you around, YouTube.
Fuck off.
Yeah, that's very us.